Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show, my show. This is actually the Battleship Bismarck. Um, this ship is actually from World War II during. Actually, this ship is actually a Nazi ship. Um, However, it is a cool build. If you since you see here, actually, this is issue 1 and 2. I do not have 3. Unfortunately, I'm starting with 4 with this build like this. The deck is actually from this part and this part is from. This is metal. You have to glue all these parts together. This here is from 2, and I'll show you that thing working here before we end. Issue 3 is you have part of the bow or the hull, screws, and other parts here that you need to put together. And this is like a runway or a launch thing for a plane. I believe that came in 3. Unfortunately, I don't have 3. I should be getting 3 as soon as I find out if he gets it back in stock. The guy I get this stuff from the UK. So we will get into this issue and see what we need to do with it. Actually, this is actually a fun little ship to build. It's metal, plastic. It's actually really fun, no matter what. Like I said, we'll do this before end of the program. But it shows you step by step on how to do it. Does say this kit does use a lot of glue, super glue, which I got to here. And then it goes into some of the history about World War II, the ship, and all that fun stuff. And then all the other things. I have this issue, and I will be doing issue 5. As soon as issue 3 comes, I will probably end up doing, or I'm sorry, issue 3. I will probably try to do 3 and 6 together. Kind of backtrack, but it happens. 3 is really not that important. I mean, it's important enough because I think it comes with a plane, and I think another piece of the hull, which I think goes on this end. But other than that, you really, I can wait. I wait long enough for these parts to come. So, to get started, what it wants us to do first is take this part of the hull. This is the inside, by the way. This is the outside of the hull. This is metal. I think it wants to go this way. Then take this part. Let's see. Yep, these are just one size screw. This company, Hachette, well, however you want to pronounce it, always gives one extra screw, as I was saying before with the Terminator. So where is my screwdriver hidden? Oh well. So it wants me that. Oh well. It wants you to take this part of the. This actually holds the hull together. It wants it going here, and then screwed together. If I can hang on to the screw. So these kits are either done by screws, or at least this one, it's either screws or you have to put it together by with super glue. I believe that is the end of that one, and you won't need that for a little bit. So if I remember right, I think what this actually does is sit on here whenever I get all the parts in. It does not require to put that together yet, believe it or not. Next, it wants you to start building the catapults. That's what they're called, catapults. So you need all these parts. This is metal. This is plastic. I found these are really nice on cutting the sprues off, or the parts off the sprues, or trees, whichever you guys want to call them. I call them trees because I'm just so used to building Gundam kits and whatnot, which I will probably do on this channel too, and give a little bit of a review on the kits. These are little pins that they need us to put together. And it says to basically cut these off. One nice thing I like about these is you can actually get really close up to the part and don't usually need to take and either sand or trim with a knife. These really get really nice and close. So what it wants you to do is actually take a couple of these, and now there are two of these. So what they want you to do is actually stick these little metal parts into the holes here. I'm doing it this way so that I don't lose them. Because I don't know how I would get spare parts, except having to take and reorder the issue, and that can be a pain because the fact that, I mean, they're not a bad price. I think 4 issues of this in the Terminator cost like $66 US, $50 I believe, in pounds. So actually, that includes shipping. So it's actually not that bad. Now it wants to take one of these. I'm gonna do this now. Just gonna pull it off. Stick it in this way. Take another one. And kind of smash it together. And then it wants done the same way on the back end. There we go. There. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, other one. Oh, just to let you know that I might be doing some of these at conventions, so it might look a little weird. Not to mention, if I do these at conventions, I'll be doing them in a hotel room. And if I do that, I will probably end up doing a voiceover, than just recording the voice like this regularly. But it just depends on what I get in, what issues. Come on. And it also depends if I'm not too tired. Usually, most of the conventions I do are 3 days. Some are 2 days, some are a day. I have a convention coming up in Illinois, which is a 1 day show. I think it's here in a Northern Illinois University, I believe. It's actually a nice little show. Which we'll be taking you along with us to show you some of the things that we do at shows and what our booths look like and stuff like that. And then the next step, it wants to, I guess, slide this in. Oh, maybe it's this way. Second, let me take a look at this book. Okay, so it wants it over on there. It looks like it wants you to take it. Let's just slide it. Ah, there we go. Okay, gotcha. Slide it over. The only reason I am probably going to do voiceovers at the convention are because I won't be by myself, and it probably will end up being a little noisy. So it just makes it easier doing voiceovers than anything else. Oh, wheel came off. Oh, let me fix this real fast. Actually, I think what I'm supposed to do, which I'll probably do that later after I'm done, is actually what they recommend you to do on little parts like that for gluing. They actually recommend to either use a cocktail stick or a toothpick to dab super glue into the little tiny bitty holes to put them on there. So I'll probably do that after we're done with this. Let's see what else. Well, that is it actually for that episode. Issue. Yes, I know I keep calling it issues. So why did I give you so many screws? Let me make sure I did not miss anything here. Because usually they only give you one extra. Nope. For some reason I have some extra screws. Oh well. It's actually good. You actually do want to keep these screws. When I was building one of these kits, I literally had a screw that flew off somewheres, literally somewheres. I have no idea where it's at. I'll probably never find it. So basically, this is what is in this issue. The next issue, I believe we'll be doing some more on the deck and getting it ready for the anchor system. By the way, you can actually go to their website and take a look at this kit. They actually have it to where with lights and actually battery lights and movement of everything. That's what actually made me want to do this. The radar system actually turns, and I'll show you here. The gun turns actually fire. Okay, let's actually do that now. This is the battery pack that came with the kit. This is the turret. This I think was issue 2. And there's actually a motor in there, so just turn it on. And it fires. That is cool. That's one of the things I love about these kits, that they are so amazing. So that is the end of issue 4. I will be back later, not sure when, for issue 5. And like I said, if I can get it, I will get issue 3, and I'll probably do 3 and 6 together, or I might do 3 and 6 together, because if everything goes well, I might end up getting 3, 6, and 7, as well as the other one. What I'm doing, Terminator, 5 and 6. So I shall see you in the next episode.